Hi. I always want to say good morning, but it's not even close to morning. Um, so I'm gonna jump right in. I have no notes, so wish me luck. I wanted to log on for a minute to talk about self-care as a way of tapping into your intuition. So I just finished reading Pussy, a Reclamation, and I'm really curious about like how this relates to men because I know that at least with kind of tantric studies and things that I'm learning about in my sex, love, and relationship training program, that like the sacral point is the cervix or the area or energy of the cervix for women, and it's the oh my God, I can't even think of. So forgive my crassness, but the taint for men. Oh, perineum. I'm like, I know the anatomical term. So I'm like, I might have lost some of you already, but that's okay. Because it's gonna get worse. But so I really do trust that, at least for women, that the location of your intuition is in your pussy. So I'm curious if any men tune into this, if men find their perineum as like the location of their intuition. So if you have any feedback, I would love to hear that. But what I've discovered through trying to tap into my intuitive nature, my internal sense of knowing, is that there's a lot going on in my mind, in my body, in like my little surrounding world, and it's really hard to really tune into my internal sense of what's going on. And so I remember like as a child like being told to like listen to this still small voice, right? And it's really fascinating that I had a mentor kind of talk about intuition in that same term. And so I really have been embracing the idea of self-care as creation of the space and the quiet to really tap into that like really nuanced, subtle internal voice. And the hard thing is, I feel like I've like spent my whole life trying to tune out from that internal intuition or ignore it or deny it or to give my power over to other people or institutions and to really like deny that I have that sense of knowing and that really deep wisdom that comes from within myself. Hello. So, yeah, thank you for your comment, Autumn. So yeah, a lot of it is being present. Yeah, because there's like a lack of distraction of the past or future. That's really good insight. So I think that there's been a lot that I felt like I had to do lately, especially like pressure to perform, pressure to produce, this lack mentality that if I didn't keep my shit together, that I would not be able to take care of myself or meet my financial commitments. So it's been a really interesting leap of faith, reducing my exposure to stressful situations, whether it's at work or like social obligations. And it is hard to cut some of this stuff out. Like, there's a lot of guilt, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of like hesitation around like being rejected, like if I don't put into this friendship bank account or this like community experience, then people are going to like not want to be my friend or not emotionally support me or talk shit or say that I've changed. And it's been really interesting just like trying to let go of all this shame and all this guilt and just trusting that like the people who are meant to be in this chapter of my life are going to stick around, and the people who can't make the shift with me are going to be gently and lovingly released. So that's been huge, especially this week. So I'm like broadcasting in my pajamas, my I love coffee pajama shirt. So, um, I don't know. It's really tricky to create that space, but so far it's been really beautiful. I haven't had any like huge breakthroughs as far as like intuitive hits necessarily, other than that I just feel so much self-love. So it's really worth that. Like, I can't think of a better way to pay myself than to feel like really connected to just what I need. And oh, thanks, Carol. I love laughing. Life is too short to be serious and miserable all the time. And I feel really blessed to tap into that vibe of being able to meet my own needs, whether it's energetically or just setting the bar for how I want other people to treat me. So it's kind of like laying the foundation for future relationships, future friendships, just like the energetic signature that I'm going to offer to my business. So this is like loosely related to business stuff, but I also wanted to just share this transmission of self-love and the importance of listening to your needs and providing for yourself this space and time to like really know what that even looks like, especially in this holiday season. I know that it gets really hectic, but also to remind everyone that this is like hibernation season naturally. So with the lack of sunlight in the US, for a lot of people, not only does it bring on depression, but I think that it's just kind of like a sign that we need to like power down and slow down and put a little more attention on like the food that we're eating or the pleasure that we can derive from that, or even just like stroking your chest or your face or your arms, even if it's not in like a sexual manner. It can just be like sensual pleasure for the sake of connecting with yourself. So, oh, thanks, Autumn. Yeah. So it just felt really powerful today that I wanted to share my beautiful experience of just really taking time and not pushing myself to do anything specific and just kind of clearing out like all the unnecessary things, like all the unnecessary expenses and time drains, and like jumping on Facebook to catch up with people a little bit, but then also not getting like sucked into like owing people my attention or communication or anything like that. So sorry if this is kind of a scattered message, but I appreciate everyone who's been commenting and interacting and just tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. And I just want to send you all so much love and support in your own personal journey, and to let go of the harshness that anything has to look a specific way, to pave way for like Autumn said, just like really being present and also having an experience of like deep love for yourself and the people around you. So, happy Tuesday evening. I'm sending you all so much love, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah! Bye.